Hey, what's going on, everybody? David here, back again with another video, and the time is upon us once again for the Criterion Collection sale over at Barnes & Noble. It's that time of the year when us movie lovers, movie collectors get just a little bit crazy purchasing stuff from the Criterion Collection. I love it, man. I love the Criterion Collection just in general. My library of Criterion titles isn't super huge, but I love this time of the year because I get to add little by little some new titles and some old titles that maybe I meant to pick up and I just never did. It's just so much fun, and I picked up a couple of titles this time around. I might go back for more. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what I picked up. First up, we have an awesome movie that I remember from when I was younger. I remember catching it like on cable one day, I think, and I thought it was so just like offbeat and weird, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And that's Bottle Rocket, right here, the Wes Anderson film, starring Luke Wilson and Owen Wilson. This is how I was introduced to the Wilson brothers, and yeah, it's so good, man. This movie, it's about three guys that I believe it's like a bank robbery or a robbery of sorts, and they're just like these weird dudes, and they go on the run and hole up in like a motel, and just insanity ensues. It's so funny and it's so weird. It's very Wes Anderson, obviously, but man, one of my favorites, and I never had a chance to pick it up, and I finally did. Super cool. Super stoked to add this to the collection. There goes the back there. And it also includes. I was reading the back. It also includes the short film that it was that it was based on. So I am absolutely ecstatic, and I cannot wait to check this out. Let's go ahead and open this up real quick. Yeah, I mean, I just, again, like I said, I love this time of the year. It's so cool, and I love seeing what everybody else got too. Um, Sometimes I get introduced to other films that maybe I would have never heard of, so that's always very fun. But yeah, better look at the artwork there without the label and all that stuff on it. Very cool, man. It comes with a book. Again, I love booklets with these, like, premium titles, these boutique titles and stuff like that. Um, the 75-year plan. This is awesome. This is very cool. Um, yeah, and it's essentially a look at his notebook that he has. One of the characters in the movie, I believe it's Owen Wilson's character, has this notebook. Very nice. I dig this, and it has a lot of another, like an essay and things like that inside as well. So it's very cool. Love this, and it looks exactly like a notebook. And there we have the Blu-ray disc here. She's very cool. And then the interior artwork is very nice as well, and it has the chapters right there for the film. Love that. And boom, front, back, and spine for Bottle Rocket. Love that. This one was $20. Yeah, so because it's Blu-ray, so it was $20. Typically the Blu-rays are running 20, and then the 4Ks are running 25, which, again, man, it's an absolute steal. It really is. For a lot of these titles, actually. Next up is another movie that I remember watching when a little after it came out, and I thought it was, again, I guess I'm attracted to these like weird kind of offbeat type of movies. And this one was directed by Gus Van Sant, and this one is actually how I was introduced to the director, with this work here, and then I started kind of going down a rabbit hole with this stuff. I love Gus Van Sant and his directing style. But To Die For, right here, starring Nicole Kidman, very cool. And this is just one of those. It's a thriller, but it's so strange. It's like almost like a dark comedy in a sense. Joaquin Phoenix is in it too, a young Joaquin Phoenix, and he's very Joaquin Phoenix. But this is one that you guys should check out if you have not already. Here goes the back. You read what it's about. It involves murder, Matt Dillon is in it as well. But very, very cool on 4K. And this is a newer release on 4K. So I cannot wait to check this one out. Let's go ahead and open this up. Let's see here. But yeah, I remember there was I don't want to say controversy about this film, but I remember people talking about it a lot because of Nicole Kidman in general. So very, very cool. So this one has a fold out booklet inside. That's very neat. There goes the cast, credits, and this quote here. Oh, it's like an essay, article kind of thing. That's interesting. I love this. And it even has a little bit right here about the master, the 4K master of this film, remaster. But very, very cool. Awesome. And then here we have the 4K disc right there. And the Blu-ray disc as well. Looks like same disc art. It's a little different actually. Huh. That's interesting. It's kind of cool. All right, and then a couple of pivotal scenes that kind of happen in this area here in their house. So that's actually pretty cool for the interior artwork. And then there you have the front, back, and spine for To Die For. Nice. All right. And next up is one that I had to have. I own this one, I guess I think on Blu-ray, and I haven't had a chance to upgrade it yet. So I was like, okay, I have to pick this one up. You know, the Criterion Collection version on 4K, and that is No Country for Old Men. Such a good Coen Brothers movie, very fantastic, and Javier Bardem's haircut is one that just will not and cannot leave my mind in this in this film. And this one, I had never heard of Javier Bardem, and I don't know if this was his first big role. Definitely a breakout role for sure, but love this movie, and I love the ending to it as well. I know it's not people talk about that ending quite a bit, but I love it. I really actually liked it quite a bit. Let's open this one up. Here. There goes the back. You pause that and see all the special features that are involved there. Very, very cool. But I love this artwork. Very nice. Let's open this up, see what we have. Nice looking booklet here. Tommy Lee Jones is just awesome in this movie as well. Back there. Very, very cool. The cast credits. And I love this stuff. I love reading all these booklets. Gives a lot of insight into the creative process, and in some cases, what the actors went through and things like that. Production. Very, very cool. And of course, Josh Brolin is there. Fantastic. And then, boom, that's actually pretty cool for disc art. I like that. This is the 4K here. And the Blu-ray. Perfect choice for the disc art for both of those discs. Fantastic. And a nice shot of Josh Brolin's character right there. And there you have the front, back, and spine for No Country for Old Men. This one was a tough one to track down. I had to go to two different stores to find this one on 4K. So I would say if you come across it and you're kind of deciding whether or not to pick it up, I would say pick it up because you might not find it for a bit. Next up is it's a classic movie that I absolutely love, and I actually have it, the Blu-ray version of this movie. I had to grab the 4K, especially it being on sale, half off. This was like a no-brainer. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, right here, starring Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro, and a young Tobey Maguire as well, right in the beginning. But fantastic movie, man. I cannot say, I could speak endlessly about this movie, and I remember watching it when I was like a teenager, and I loved how weird it was. So I think that's a little bit of a pattern here. I love weird stuff. There goes the back there. And I actually, at one point, I did have the DVD version of this as well. That had that clear slip cover, and it had like a fatter case. Yeah, I used to have that one as well. I cannot remember for the life of me what happened to it, but yeah. So I think I've bought this movie about like maybe 4 different times, I think, in my life, and that's how much I love this movie. So I had to pick this one up. This one was a no-brainer, and of course, for me, boom, we got that nice looking booklet there. And you have credits. Awesome stuff there. Very, very cool. And boom, about the master. All right. And then we have the Blu-ray disc right here. And the 4K disc right there. Really, really cool. And the interior artwork, which is again very odd, very strange. Love the art in general of it. Very, very, very Hunter S. Thompson, And then there goes the front, back, and spine for Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Very, very cool. How many of you guys have seen that movie? And how many times have you seen this movie? I want to gauge it and probably say that I've seen this movie at least 75 times. At least. That sounds, oh my god, that sounds like a lot, but I'm like thinking back to my teenage years and things like that. Next up is a no-brainer pickup. I'm super surprised that I don't have this one. And I had been meaning to pick this up, and any Latino, if you're Latino, you have to have this in your collection, and I didn't up until now. So I'm late to the party here, and that's La Bomba. Right here. You have to have this one in your collection. I mean, come on, man. This is a staple. I've seen this movie so many times over the years as well, since I was a kid, and it's so great. Just such a fantastic movie that Lou Diamond Phillips is just amazing in it. What more can you say? I mean, if you have not seen it, I definitely urge you to watch it at least once, even if you're not Latino. It is a very great story about Richie Valens, and yeah, just fantastic. I've seen it intentionally, like a whole bunch of times, and unintentionally a whole bunch of times, because this was one of those movies that would be on, like on Sundays, like Sunday afternoons and things like. There's a lot of those movies, like Sunday afternoon movies that I remember growing up. This one was definitely one of them. There goes the back there. We'll tell you more of what it's about, and the special features are there as well. So this one's really cool. Yeah, unfortunately, they don't have a 4K of this just yet, but I had to pick it up on Blu-ray. It had been a while since I've seen it, even though I have seen it so many times. I could probably still uh, remember like the majority of the dialogue in the movie. That's how many times I've seen it. Oh, this is cool. That's really cool. It's the front of the booklet there, and this one is a fold out, so it has the essay and stuff like that in there. A nice shot of them right there on the back. The cast, the about the master. Very, very cool. I love this, man. This is gonna be a very soon watch once again, because it's been quite a while. Here goes the Blu-ray disc for La Bomba. And very cool scene there. I remember that. That's an awesome scene. And there you have the front, back, and spine for La Bomba. Boom. Another awesome movie, man. And last but not least, how many was that already? 4, 5, 6, what? 2, 3, 4. Yep. 4, 5, 6. Boom. The Princess Bride. I had to pick this one up. It was funny because I don't own it, surprisingly enough. And I was just talking to my wife about this movie, how much I loved it, and how much I would watch it as a kid. And she comes to tell me that she's never seen it before. And I was like, what? You've never seen The Princess Bride? I was like, we got to change that. We got to change that soon. And this one was staring at me in the face at Barnes & Noble. I was like, okay, I got to pick it up. It's like, it's meant to be. And it also comes in this cool cloth, case here. Makes it look like a book, which I love. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. Any kind of gimmicky case like that is very cool. And it's a very storybook kind of a movie, so that makes perfect sense. Let's go ahead and open this up. Yeah, so I love this movie. There goes the back there. Shows what it's about, and all the special features are there as well. Boom. I cannot wait to check this one out in 4K. I've never seen it in 4K, so I'm super, super excited, super stoked. Okay, so the booklet is included. Now, it does look like it's starting to tear just a little bit, possibly because of the heaviness, the weight of the booklet itself, so I got to be very careful. That's a bummer. I have to see about that, but there goes the discs there. Let's go ahead and pull those out real quick. There goes the 4K disc. Amazing disc art. Really love it. And the Blu-ray disc as well, sporting that same disc art. Right. Yep. Very cool. No interior artwork or anything like that, but you do have this cool pattern. It's on the inside as well. And then in the back. As you wish. Very cool. I love the spine too. I'm a texture guy, so the texture of it feels really cool. I love it. And there goes the front, back, and spine for The Princess Bride on 4K, part of the Criterion collection. So there you have it. Some pretty great titles. I feel like I did a pretty good job at picking out some really awesome ones. So there you have what, six titles right here that I picked up. Very cool. I'm super happy with these. I couldn't be happier. And I'd like to know if you guys are planning to pick up any of these titles or any other titles from the Criterion Collection Barnes & Noble sale. Let me know in the comments below. Or if you guys, you know what? If you guys have a list, because I have like this ongoing list that I always keep. And I start marking them off as I go. And I've had that list for about like 2 years, 3 years maybe now. Something like that. So if you guys have a list, throw some of those titles down in the comments. I'd be really curious to see what everybody has on their list. So please give this video a big thumbs up if you found it informative in any way. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well, because I will be coming back with more videos as always. And with all that being said, we'll catch you next time.